Do you want to invest in the real estate business? Do you want to have additional income through rental payments? Or do you want to have rental income so that you wouldn't have to work 9 to 5 just to have money coming in? Imagine that. Imagine a life where you're not dependent on your paycheck and are slowly building wealth through your properties. That looks so attractive. Now, the most important question is, will you be able to afford it? Will you be able to invest and buy real estate property to establish a rental business? Do you have enough money to start your real estate investing? Well, if you don't have to torture yourself in thinking of ways how you can get the money. You can start investing in the real estate business even with just a little money. You don't need a lot of cash to start. How? Robert Kiyosaki has some tips, and we will be discussing that in today's video. Robert Kiyosaki is the famous author of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book, which has become one of the holy introductory books for new investors. He also authored tons of other books which offered insights and advice on personal finance and financial education. Robert is a successful businessman as well. One of the pieces of advice given by Robert if you want to build wealth is to invest in the real estate business. According to him, you can control the world if you can control the real estate business. This can turn your life around from rags to riches. The real estate business refers to generating a profit by owning a property. This profit could either come from rental income or market value appreciation. In getting into this business, however, you should be able to do comprehensive research, take calculated risks, and understand the numbers. You don't need to have lots of cash to start. Robert shared some tips on how to invest in the real estate business even if you only have little money. This is Financial Intellect, where we promote that to be finance savvy, we are your buddy. Now let's get right into the video. Number 1. Be financially literate. If you want to become a real estate investor, then you should invest in learning the basics of financial literacy. Being financially literate can help you learn and prevent or minimize mistakes. You don't need to have a degree in finance to succeed in the real estate business. Some of the terms that you should familiarize yourself with are assets, liabilities, and infinite return. Robert defines an asset as something that puts money in your pocket, while liability takes money from your pocket. Infinite return, on the other hand, refers to getting cash flow benefits even if you did not have the cash up front. A house you are paying and living in, for example, could be a liability instead of an asset to generate an infinite return. This is due to things such as maintenance, insurance, and taxes. But if you invested and had it rented out, this could be an asset. You can make cash either through appreciation or through rental income. Appreciation is when the property rises in value over time, while rental income is the money you collected from people occupying the property. To assess how profitable a property can be, examine the net operating income of the property and not just the cash flow. Hence, for you to succeed in this real estate business, know where you are when it comes to your finances. You can gain these through various sources such as the internet and books. Number 2. Take advantage of good debt. Let me ask you, do you need to have a lot of cash to invest in real estate? The answer is no. You don't need to have tons of cash just to afford investing in the real estate market. If you have the right people on your side, then you can invest even with little money. The secret? The answer is good debt. According to Robert, the lack of money should not be a hindrance to investing in real estate. If you want to be wealthy, you should avoid this mindset. Only poor people find excuses not to invest because they don't have the intention to invest in the first place. With this mindset, they will never be able to change their lives. Borrowing money from the banks is a good way for you to enter into real estate investing. You can use this borrowed money to buy the real estate property and then generate income from it. Instead of putting all your cash into purchasing one, put down a small percentage instead and let the bank pay for the remaining. In addition, Robert also advises waiting for the market to crash before investing. Robert used the same principle himself when he purchased his first property. When he invested in his first condo, he only paid $6,000 and then let the bank pay for the remaining balance through a credit card. Over time, he was able to make $25,000 a month from this property alone. You can also take a similar approach. You can even look for investors that could help you pay the down payment as well. By borrowing other people's money to invest, you can free your cash for more investment opportunities. To succeed in real estate investing, then you should not have the mindset of an employee. According to Robert, there are three types of people in business: the employee, the entrepreneur, and the big businesses. The first type is already satisfied with a paycheck, pension, and benefits from a secure job. The second is small entrepreneurs and specialists such as doctors and lawyers who work for money and pay taxes. The third, however, neither works for money nor do they pay taxes. Robert's advice is that if you want to become a successful investor and be the third type of person in business, you should not depend on a paycheck and work for money just to get rich. You should never have that mindset. Instead, use good debt to become rich by investing in the real estate business. Before we move on to the next one, I'll give you some time to subscribe to the channel and like this video if you loved the video thus far. Please leave a comment below if you found this video interesting and informative. Now let's continue to the next tip. Number 3. Know how to properly manage a property. Robert regards good property management as the key to success in the real estate business. In investing in a certain property, you also have to take into consideration the proper management thereof. If you cannot do it yourself, you can hire a good property manager to help you with tasks such as rent collection and maintenance. This can ensure that you will be able to get returns on your investment. However, ensure to do things that keep the expenses low but the income high. Robert also advised utilizing various strategies to grow the net operating income. You can, for instance, rent out different sections if your property is large enough. This will generate more rental income as more people are renting. Or you can also invest in amenities for your tenants that will allow you to charge higher rent. Aside from possibly boosting the quality of life of your tenants, you can also gain more income. If you have a good property manager, he can take care of this and save you from any possible difficulties. Number 4. Understanding the power of time. In real estate investing, do not expect sudden riches. You should not think of getting rich very fast when getting into the real estate business. In entering this market, there is no shortcut. However, if you invested wisely, you can also gradually build wealth in real estate over time. You just have to educate yourself on this, have a good relationship with banks, and create value. Real estate investing is one of the most profitable businesses worldwide. You do not have to be an expert just to succeed. But a good start for you is to listen to the advice from successful real estate investors such as Robert Kiyosaki. That's it for today's video. Those are the tips from Robert Kiyosaki that can give you a head start in real estate investing even with little money. Have you also done the same? Or have you already invested in the real estate market using Robert's principle? Tell us your experiences in the comment section below so that we can also learn from them. We will be happy to respond. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you've watched, stay tuned for more videos. Bye, financial buddies!